Say goodbye to unbearable sciatica pain with these tips.
Right, you're going to want to discover what activities worsen the symptoms or actually alleviate them.
So in this video, I will be asking Brad 5 common questions we hear as therapists about sciatica.
And I am going to actually answer these questions with what the worst and the best practices are to manage the sciatica pain.
Pain. Is it better or worse for sciatica pain to centralize?
Good question, Mike. Why don't you turn around? We'll explain it. So with sciatica from the back, and oftentimes you have pain, numbness, tingling. All these symptoms can go all the way down to the leg and actually down into the foot and the toes. For this sake, we're just going down to the ankle. Now, centralizing means the pain is actually alleviating or getting better lower in the leg and progressing up to here. For example, we do some exercises and the pain, numbness, or tingling gets better. In other words, no symptoms here, but you still feel it here. Now, if it happened to go the other way and there was no symptoms here, this got better, but the pain back here down the leg actually got worse. That's not a good scenario. So we want the pain to centralize. It's going to go up. So we keep doing the right exercises, and then the next day, a couple days, we do some more. Oh, my pain is sticking to my fingers. And then it goes to here, and now you can sit centralizing. Centralizing comes from center. The pain is originating from the disc, which is in the center of the low back, and eventually the pain goes away, and that's the progression we're looking for. From here up to here, not getting rid of it here and making it worse or staying here. I hope I made that clear, Mike.
Clear as mud.
Think.
Is it better or worse to walk with sciatica?
Good question, Mike. Typically, it's better. You want to walk. So what you'll want to do, there's a few things you have to keep in mind. You're not going to go out for a 2-mile walk and hope it's going to get better. You're going to walk as tolerated. You might start walking maybe 100 yards or 200 yards at first and then progress. And actually, when you want to walk on a very even surface. In other words, not in the woods, not on the grass, not on a crowned road where you're walking and essentially one leg is longer because the road is crowned so the water runs off. So sidewalks are preferable. So keep those things in mind. Start out, start with 100 yards out and back so that you can come home and sit down. And each day, see if you can go a little bit longer. Walking is well, we'll call it nature's balm. Is that right, Bob? Right, from, who's the doc? Dr. Stuart McGill, back expert. That's where we really found that from his expertise, and we found it to work well.
If you have one-sided sciatica pain, is it better or worse to stretch that one side?
Good question, Mike. Now, sciatica is almost always on one side, so the side that hurts, we're going to try and stretch, and yes, you want to try it. A good way to start, if this is my sore side, I'm going to take this arm up, reach like I'm reaching for an apple in a tree, feeling the stretch right here. If that feels good, you could actually walk around like that. And if that makes walking more comfortable, you're right on. Then you can do it a little more aggressively. If you have a pull-up bar at home, anything that we use for handle. I know my sister's doing this now with a door that she opened up, and she's light, so she's not going to wreck the door. And you can see how Mike is stretching that tissue right in here. How does it feel, Mike?
Oh, it's stretching.
Good. Obviously, you have to have the setup, and you have to have shoulder and enough strength to do this. So use good judgment.
Is it better or worse to stretch your hips with sciatica?
All right, here we go. Let's talk about that. The hips obviously connected to the low back, where typically the sciatica is from. If your hips and pelvis are actually causing your back to arch too much, that can irritate sciatica, make it worse. So we're going to actually do a stretch to lessen that arch and take the stress off of that, typically from tight hip flexor muscles. All right, the stretch for that hip flexor or the hip problem that we just talked about, Mike's going to demonstrate. But again, with all of these treatments or exercises, Keep in mind the centralization. If the pain or symptoms is moving up towards your back, you're right on. Continue that stretch.
So I'm going to stretch my left hip flexor here. So I'm going to lay down on my back. I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest, and I'm going to bend my left knee to about a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to hold this here. Try to keep my legs straight. You don't want to go too far out, too far in, and if you want to get more of a stretch, if you're flexible, just scoot your edge closer to the bed. Make sure your bed is firm here. If you have a soft edge, you don't want to fall off. You can also use a firm table for this. You're going to hold this for 30 seconds, and then you're going to bring the other knee up here. This should feel good, and you're going to stretch your other side. Make sure to do 2 to 3 sets of 30-second holds.
Your right's a little tighter than your left, I think, Mike.
You're very observant. Is it better or worse to place your back into extension if you're having sciatica pain?
Right now, if you just did the stretch that Mike showed and it wasn't showing progress, it may be good to actually extend your back like this. In passive, he's talking about pushing his arms up, keeping his pelvis or waist down on the bed or the floor, and getting this. So if you're going to do this, the way you're going to start out with prone position, lying down, probably on the floor, carpeted floor, not a soft bed. We're going to start with a little lumbar extension on forearms, just like that. You can see we're starting to extend this. If things start to get better and we centralize that pain, it's coming up the leg, then you may go to mini press-ups, or like Mike is showing a nice job here. There we go. And you're going to do 10 of them, not more. And at that point, you're going to, again, monitor, are you getting centralization of the pain? If it continues to feel better, you may want to do 10, rest a little bit, and then try to do a full extension to this. Now, this may not happen in a matter of 20 minutes. It may be a few days. Each day, you get up a little higher, things centralize a little bit more, feels good while you're doing it, and that's the green light for this exercise for you versus a previous one.
Another good option is called the cat camel.
Ah, yes.
So this one, as long as you can get in this position and it's not occurring back pain, you get on all fours like this, and it's an old yoga pose. It has many different names, but cat camel is what we're calling it now. So you bring your head up and your butt up like this. This is the camel, and then you're like a cat when it's mad and hissing and arching your back like this. Bring your head down. Just go each way, hold it for like 5 seconds or so, and do 10 repetitions.
Again, if it feels good, centralizes the pain, this could very well be the exercise for you. Do the one that works for you, stick with it, and you'll see good improvement over time. All right, I think we're there. Let's be
happy and healthy and helpful. Okay.
There you go. Good luck with that sciatica.